Yo, 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 it's your active Teflon Don from Paiddacost Podcast. Today we got another episode of with my boy Gene Deal. Actually this one is talking about, people scared of power. And what is power, and why are so many individuals, so intrigued about, running away from, people that has power. I myself, I have never been the one that actually can look at someone and be in fear of who they are, because me being starstruck to the point where I wouldn't be able to stand on my morals and be the man that I know that I am because of someone's power or someone's ability to shut things up that I got to do. You know what I mean? Put roadblocks in front of me. I mean, I'm just built. I guess I'm built different, So you're not gonna, block every direction that I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? And if it's standing up on my morals against you with your power, then that's what we'll do. So many people are so starstruck and want to be able to be they want to be stars so bad that they'll go against their morals and go against everything that they've been taught, for that money, for that dollar bill. It comes from power is control. With some people, we're gonna even go back to if people would sit back and think about it. You think about what Shine said, years ago, when they got into that shooting inside the club, where he was going with Jennifer Lopez. And Shine wasn't the one that to be on trial for the shooting. From what I was told, allegedly Puffy paid, everybody off to say that Shine did the shooting. And that's kind of crazy in itself, And with that being said,
were you born between 1969 and 1979? No. If so, you can get a dual combo kick.
Getting this kick, power itself, is something that makes other people reckless because they don't know how to control power. Some people don't, have the power and don't know how to control it. Coming from someone like Puffy, where the mayor of New York gave him the key to the city. So you're bringing money is appreciating the fact that you're doing that for the mayor to give you the key to the city. So you are privileged. You got to think about shit like that, and just like with this video with Cassie, as far as him kicking her, stumping her and dragging her down the down the hallway in the hotel. You gotta understand, man, that if you're a man and you put your hands on a woman like that and beat a woman, you feel that you're untouchable because that shit was all on camera. That was gonna be on camera. You Puffy. You know what I mean? Or Sean Combs, whoever you is. You him. So all this stuff is on camera and doing all this. So evidently you knew that you were gonna have to pay, and you were gonna pay to get this situation under control. Because you wouldn't in no way put yourself in that position unless you knew that you would be able to pay yourself up out of it. You know what I mean? Like I said, people are scared of your power. Money is power. And allegedly, that he paid the hotel security $50,000, to keep the camera, the footage. And that's why nobody never seen that footage for years. No one never seen that footage, even heard recently. And And there I go again. You know what I mean? 2024 is the year of exposure. You know what I mean? Everybody be quiet for a minute. But once that money run out, or they figure they can get, get more money, with their story by selling it to someone else, that's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get. Totally. And just like with the Biggie situation, all that stuff is kind of like skeptical. Remember they said, actually they said, he just set up the atmosphere for it. You know what I mean? Because how can you promote your album going back to Cali, and we're in a big war with California and New York, and I'm going to California to promote your album. Come on now, not the atmosphere. You set up the atmosphere for him to get killed. It's easy to see that, but then without a bit, without it's easy to put yourself in a situation where that's just shit that just happened that time. You know what I mean? But you as a bad boy representative, CEO, not to put your artists in that situation where it's an all-out warfare. We're gonna go promote my album, Ready to Die. Come on now, we're gonna promote my album, Ready to Die, up here in not Ready to Die. I want to say it was. I'm not sure. I want to say it might have been Ready to Die. I'm not sure. Because I'm not really. I like his music, but I'm not really a Biggie fan. I'm a Tupac fan. But nevertheless, they say you set up the atmosphere to get him up out there, and now I can see that. I'm not saying that all these allegedly things that you did. They say you did. I don't know if none of it's true. Everything is alleged. But listening to listen to my man Glenn Deal. By him being his bodyguard, he's seen a lot. So I'm in tune to really actually take his word on what I hear. From that. So to speak. I don't believe everything I hear. I research it. But it's kind of like it's difficult to put allegations out there about someone and if they're not true, because now you're defaming the person. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into a little bit of the conversation that he's talking about, and about this situation that he's seeing. So I want you to hear a little bit of what you got to say.
Big gold mine of local intel.
Tell us about this corn festival.
Oh, he got your corn, please.
So is it safe around here?
Sometimes.
No eyebrows?
Think of how light it'll feel in the summer. We gotta run 11,000 more neighborhoods to go.
Ding dong.
Homes.com. Injured? Don't delay. Get the Bernstein Advantage today. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Humanitarian from BET or MTV or something like that. I don't know. People. The mayor of New York gave him the key to the city. Damn, he ain't check around. Gave this kid the key to the city. No wonder New York is so backwards right now. It's a free fall out in the street.
Right.
This guy has shown his true character by what he displayed on that video with Cash.
Right.
What the lawyer's going to say now? She provoked him. It's her fault. He grabbed her and was dragging her.
All excuses.
They'll come up with some kind of dumb shit.
Right. They always do.
Oh, the video really doesn't show what truly happened. Anything.
Right.
instead of saying the truth.
Does it make you look at the Biggie situation different after saying the truth?
I already know the Biggie situation. It doesn't make me look at the Biggie situation different because I know how that was played out. I know what's truly happening there.
Mm-hmm.
What about the Tupac situation?
I don't know. I just know the atmosphere he set up with the truth, the ins and out, because I was told those stories. The Tupac situation, I was told what happened and what went down from somebody who was there. The Biggie situation, I was there. I what I saw. It's a total difference.
You saw what you saw with the Biggie situation.
But I believe that when you paint an atmosphere for certain things to happen, and it happens, then it is what it is, bro.
What exactly?
Nothing you can do about that. Nothing at all. I go with what I know, not what I'm told.
What you talking about?
But see, you got to realize is that people, like I just tell you, people commit crimes for people who could commit crimes. And look at the situation with Jennifer Lopez. You never heard her say that Diddy. He treated Cassie worse than you treated a dog. Why? Because when people are in power and they feel like they can get away with stuff, brother, what do? They do what the F they want to do. On a whole television program and ask a man to come party with you in a sexual, provocative way because you thought you could get away with it.
Wow.
And you see what the pause? Look at this.
Right. Make you look like a clown.
Fabulous always claimed to be a street dude from Brooklyn, the whole 9 yards. Diddy got so much power in the industry that he make a play at them on Drink Champs. See that?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Right. Fabulous looks stunned instead of saying, "What the fuck is wrong with you, man? What are you talking about? You out your mind. Don't talk to me like that. Party with you how?" He don't go that route with him because of what he did to make another band. He had one of his flunkies tell those kids, "I'm gonna make it and show y'all, none of y'all gonna make it ever if y'all walk out this program." Tell me one making of a band member that made it doing anything. Ness a battle rapper. What happened to the rest of them? Did he have so much power that it scared people?
Mm-hmm.
The greatest radio host in New York City was fired and moved out because she posted a picture of a guy pulling his pants down.
Wow.
You tell me. Those people that want to be in that business are scared by power like that. Because they know
it can be over for you if he said.
He had got to the point he was so hot and so mighty, they wouldn't be able to eat.
Right.
In that business. Ever.
Right. And he'll make sure that.
You think any of his celebrity friends gonna speak out against him?
Well, they're gonna speak out against him now.
They got to now.
They have to.
Yeah, because they on Front Street. They
have to speak out against him because of this. They know he's canceled. Stick a fork in him. He's done.
Right.
For them not to stop against what he did, semi shows that they agree with what he did. That they didn't have a problem with what he did.
Now, so that's the whole thing. When do you put on Front Street, hey man, I'm not with all this. Do you put your lifestyle in the midst of your dream in the midst of someone taking the innocence of someone as far as advantage of them, doing provocative things that to women that that's that's morally going against the code of who a man is supposed to be and what he's supposed to see. And how can you allow someone to even violate your manhood? For a livelihood. As a man, you're a man first. You never let no one take your manhood. Never. No one never take your manhood for nothing, no reason. This society have gotten to the point where money is money runs people. Money make people do the most weirdest things. So when do you get to the point where you go, hey man, I'm not with that weird shit, dude? How come no one never says things like this? Why don't nobody never speak up about about this? People, they listen to people like Glendale or even Shine. Glendale, sorry about that. Or even Shine. Shine said this a long time ago. He was loyal to the soul, to it. He ended up, doing what I think Shine done 10 years in the joint. That he ended up getting, deported back to believed him. And he was telling everybody about Sean Combs then. But we're gonna get back into a little bit more of this snippet. This guy Glenn Deal, Puffy's ex-bodyguard. Paiddacost podcast. Let's get it.
I've heard people speaking out saying, well, if any man, no, it ain't any man. It's the man. It's him.
Right.
Don't try to marginalize
man
it.
Don't do that shit. Yeah, exactly.
If any man does that,
any man don't do that. He done that shit.
He did that.
Right. Shit. That's what I'm talking about. Men,
we know
morals.
if anybody put their hands on somebody like that. If a woman put her hands on a man like that.
No.
It's wrong. It shouldn't happen. You got entertainers coming out, or people who have forums, people who have platforms coming out saying, well, if any man, hell no. What he did was wrong.
Right.
What he did showed when you get power, you think you can get away with shit.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you all the time, Big Brother is watching.
All the time.
Real talk. How you feel about Diddy drug mule? He made a deal with the feds.
I said that a long time ago, bro. That's why they snatched him up first. Why wouldn't he make a deal? He don't have no what you call that, loyalty to Diddy like that. I'm working for you. I'm going to get your drugs. I'm not going to jail for you. Especially they tell me, you tell us everything and we let you go. Slap on the wrist, probation. He may have been a plant anyway. All I know is that, yo, you're speaking about race, he just beat a Hispanic woman. And if you know what I know, and you've been in Spanish Harlem, if you've been uptown, you know, in Washington Heights,
right?
The Spanish people stick together.
Exactly.
He was seen on tape beating the hell out of a Spanish woman. Yo, some of those brothers gonna have his head.
Sure.
Damn, so they gonna be on this head, huh? Crazy, man. So with that being said, man, Gene Deal, it was a great interview like always, man. So before we end the interview, for all the people out there, man, that, you know, was calling you a liar, calling you bitter, you know, before we get an interview, man, talk to the people.
How do the crow taste? That's an old saying that people sit around and they criticize and they talk about things that they have no awareness of.
Mm-hmm.
And now with this internet, everybody do it for views, for monetary compensation, or say it was into something.
Right.
But now you got to go back. If you're any kind of man.
Yeah, you got to stand on it.
Well, he was right about this.
Yeah.
He was right about that. But it still don't give him no right to speak out about Diddy. Why don't?
Right.
Why shouldn't I have the right to speak out?
Right.
For somebody that I knew.
Right. And you bodyguard.
For somebody that I try to help. Somebody that had me.
You was in the midst of it just as well as him.
Having a conversation with Big's mother after his death when he didn't have to die that night. Why don't I have the right to tell the people about this cat's character?
That's right.
To tell the people that this same person said he didn't give a F that Pac got to die. He didn't give a F that Big got to die. And shouldn't have to go to jail. Why don't I have the right to tell the people that this guy character ain't what he tried to make y'all believe it is?
Right.
When 9 people died at City College.
Right.
To tell a story. I believe I got more right than anybody else. I was there.
He was right there, exactly.
So, this ain't no grown folks. This ain't that you're supposed to do. But I could be like 50 sometime. I'm going to put the middle of the finger to those people. And that's what I feel about them. And that's what I think about them. And the infamous Gene Deal himself, come and feed them beans.
No doubt. We just finished another episode of Paiddacost podcast. You know, this subject was all about, scared of his power. Also often people be scared of power. Puffy had so much power in the industry, people would not talk out and speak against things they seen, because in fear of losing, their career. But 2024, the devil's no more. People are talking, and this is the year of exposure. Here at Paiddacost Podcast, we here to try to get the truth. There's a lot of alleged things that happens in the, in the industry, in the real world. So, we here to bring it to you, so push that like button, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, and give you more content, for the latest and the greatest. It's your active and your attractive host, Paiddacost Podcast, Teflon Don. Enjoy your day. I'm out.